Hey everyone, so I'm back again, and today I want to focus on a question posed by my daughter. I thought it was very interesting, and I've kind of avoided it for obvious reasons. And that is, what are things going to look like post election? And if you're like gripping onto your seat, I get it. It's okay. I don't usually like to talk about politics. In fact, if you're ever out in public with me and something comes up about a candidate or something politically, I probably will just say, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to go here. But in this particular case, this isn't politics. This is more about how to look at it from a wider angle lens and what is most important, regardless of the outcome. And because we're all kind of on the edge of our seats, wondering what's going to happen next, it does create a little bit of discomfort in, let's just say, the solar plexus area. You might be feeling unsettled. You might notice others are feeling unsettled. So let's just address this. What is it going to look like post-election, regardless of what happens, regardless of who wins? And we'll see what the cards have to say. All right. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So when I look at these, and of course I'm going to go through each and share what they are telling us, there's a predominant color, and the predominant color is blue. And when I see blue, a lot of blue, and it's funny because I'm wearing blue. So, little synchronicity. That means this is about throat chakra and communication. Regardless of what happens, we're going to be learning to communicate. And this has been going on for some time now. This isn't just right now. We've been going through a process of learning how to communicate our emotions, what is important to us, and really identifying, pinpointing what that is within our lives for ourselves and in our relationship with others. So the central card is this. This is the Four of Swords. In my deck, and again, all tarot decks are a little bit different, this card tells me that we are in the process of creating a sort of, it says truce, but a contract that needs to transpire, meaning something within the political structure or the government that is happening right now is part of a greater plan. It's part of a contract that we humans can't see right now, that something is transpiring that needs to be cleared, and we kind of need to get out of the way. That's how I'm seeing this. Like, it's going to happen regardless. So if you have fear in your head, because this is what's in the crown space, I mean, look at this card. Hello. When I see this card, swords are the element of air, and air is thought and communication. If this is in the mind space, it's like, what if this happens? And then blah, 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 just going into that downward spiral of thoughts that are really taking us nowhere. So we really need to be diligent about clearing our minds, being aware of what our thoughts are telling us, maybe rearranging these swords and melting them and making them into something pretty, like meditation is a good thing. If you can't meditate, I was just talking to someone about this the other day. In fact, many people, it's hard right now because we are distracted. That's okay. Just stop and breathe. Just breathing in, gathering all the tension, breathing out, letting it go. Okay, that always helps me. So that card is in the crown space. Clear the thoughts, clear the mind as best you can. Just be like, I don't know what the outcome's going to be. It's okay. Everything's okay. It's going to be okay. This is the opportunity card. And this is a really interesting opportunity card because when I see the star is all about creativity. It's about being divinely led. This is actually why I got this deck in the first place. This is the Aquarius card. And when I think of Aquarians, astrologically, they're very much about humanitarianism, what's in the best interest of humans and, evolving, moving forward, right? And this is not politically based. This is just in general. This would be like, here's this star up here, the angels looking down and going, okay, these things need to transpire because they need to be more aware of this in their lives right now on an individual level so they can heal this in their lives. So this will heal this person. It's kind of like a spider web, but a really sparkly, pretty one. Not like the ones at Halloween, even though we are preparing for that. Anyway, yeah, so the star is actually a really positive Opportunity card. We can be more creative. We can be more still. We can be more thinking about, what is the bigger picture in this scenario. And then in the past, we've all been doing a little introspecting, it looks like, the Hermit. Hermit is all about going within, finding the light within. It's very much in line with the Star. You have the old man with the lantern. So figuring out those aspects of us that are deep down inside that we need to be bringing up to the surface to then share with others. The concept of light too, let me just pause for a second. So Star and then the Hermit with his lantern is really important. Remember that if you think of yourself as a light being or someone full of light, and you remember this throughout the day, and you're looking at other people and you're going, I'm going to share this light with them. It may seem lofty to you or even kind of Pollyanna, but I say at least try that, because we all in some aspect are an aspect of that light, like star light, hence the star energy. So if you start going in a different direction, you start forgetting that you are that person, or you start getting your mind swaying in a different direction. Again, take that deep breath in and then just breathe out. Breath work, good stuff. At the feet in the Ancestry is, you can't really see it, but the goddess Nut. And again, here are stars. She swallows the sun, thus creating night surrounded by the stars. And what she represents in the Ancestry is our opportunity to speak. Look at the throat chakra, rooted in what our belief systems are, and then not to be threatened by others who have different ways and viewpoints of looking at the world. It's okay. It's okay to have differing opinions. That's where the conflict starts, when we start going, no, but I'm right and you're wrong. And just be careful of that. It's not about right or wrong, easier said than done. I get it, but. And then the outcome card, I love this. Regardless of what happens during the elections, we're all going to find some sort of understanding and softness. I feel like there's going to be a sense of peace. Look at Radha. So she's a goddess, a Hindu goddess of beauty, of purity, of sweetness, of grace. She's beautiful. She was Krishna's counterpart. So she's kind of the divine feminine aspect of looking at that softness of things. She has this beautiful way. When I look at her, I always tell people when they get this card, it's like look at life and think of when you're eating chocolate mousse and just allow the mousse to melt on your tongue, just being a sensual being and enjoying the beauty of life. So this is a little longer than I wanted, but there was a lot of content here. I hope it is helpful. Please leave comments. And if you have questions that you want to ask in regard to just a general reading for the collective, please leave them there as well.